Hi, I'm Misa from Biz Media. Welcome. This is where all your favorite anime comes to life here in America. Today I am here with Tokyo Inoue, and let's see, I would like to start out by talking about what is the main process of simulcast for Tiger and Bunny.
Okay, sure. So for Tiger and Bunny, what we do is first, Sunrise provides us with assets, materials such as Japanese scripts that the voice actors in Japan use to read off of. And they give that to us, which we then send off to our professional translators. We receive the translated scripts, which we refer to as DT scripts, all literal translations. It might actually, when read from a native English speaker, it might read a little bit awkward.
Right.
And so our job is to kind of brush it up. So we're making it smoother for the Western audience to read and understand. As a production coordinator, my job is to review those translated scripts using what we call as temp videos. And this is pretty much unfinished stage of the final video. Since there's a lot of CG used in Tiger and Bunny, these are still like a stage where the CGs are unfinished, and it kind of looks rough like animatics.
I see.
So once we finish checking the script, we consider it as final, to which point we deliver the script to Robert down there, and he then goes on to work on timing the subtitles for the video. And also we keep a copy for ourselves for the TV production side, which then they will use for the future dubbing productions.
I see.
So one of the translations we got from Sunrise was these list of criminals. The one that had the most fun translating was this guy down here called Yusuke Darcy, because criminal record is actually overlapped by the other criminals, and you could barely see it. But he had the most funniest crime, which was he was incarcerated for committing one of the most heinous crimes in recorded history, robbing another person's desk. He also had a crazy next power, which, believe it or not, is to make people be all sad and despair by listening to his wisecracking.
Oh dear God!
When Tiger encounters the robots that attack Sternville City in episode 11. And when he looks up the database records for these robots, he gets these list of informations on his helmet. They actually look really like realistic kind of technology speaking. They say that the body is speculated to be customized from what was originally developed for military purposes. And they actually use fictional corporations who create these kind of models, which I don't think was actually in the show itself. One of the fun responses we got was, for the translations, was in episode, I believe, 12, when Wild Tiger goes up against Jake Martinez. The Hero TV ticker, actually at this point it's called Uroboros TV, because Korean, to control the show, she puts in her own kind of way of introducing the heroes. When we received the translation list from Japan, it said it introduced Wild Tiger as Wild Tiger, the incompetent hero, who causes damages and has to pay for the damages. We kind of thought that was okay, but then we said, let's make it a little bit more funny. There's a better way to describe incompetent. And we kind of came up with a word, doofus. So what we did was, we wrote it as Wild Tiger, the doofus pays fines for damages.
All right, that's much more funnier.
And the unexpected response we got from this was that the Japanese fans who were watching the show, one of the things that the Japanese fans did was they would go on and translate the text because they want to know what's going on behind the scenes as well.
They're hardcore.
They translate the English text into Japanese and kind of share the information they received. They did this for this scene as well, and they got a huge kick out of it, saying, check this out, the way Wild Tigers described on Uruguay's TV is totally hilarious. It fits in perfectly. And when me and the team saw this response, we were like, yes!
So they totally felt it, even as an audience from Japan, as well as it conveys back to American audience, just the way it would click in our head.
So it was kind of one of those situations where we got to see the translation work for our intended audience in North America and other international audiences, but also got to get the extra bonus of the Japanese original fans getting a kick out of how it's being done in like English. So
the fans are connected,
yeah,
definitely connected. So Tokyo, since you're not going to be able to make it to New York yourself, do you have anything that you want to tell to Ozaki-san in person?
Well, Ozaki-san, ニューヨークコミコン行けないのは誠に残念ですけど、私も含めてビーズの皆様を代表して一言だけありがとう。そして
The last bit that he actually says in Japanese is, yeah, I do have one word for Mr. Ozaki from all of us here at Viz. Thank you.
And again,
thank you.
Oh, lights.
Awesome. So we have actually like really long spreadsheets with all those kind of captions that we had to translate for the production. So we actually located one of our favorite ones, and on the. Any of you remember the last episode, episode 25?
Oh yeah! Oh my God!
100 ways to make your father fall for you. If you see on the screen grab on the left, like there's all the text. So there's actually a full-on paragraph that we translated. So I'm gonna have Mitsuko. She's head of our TV production team. Who actually handles all the. She manages all the dubbing, and so she'll go ahead and do the reading for this.
I'll be reading the part. Okay. Let your guard down to catch your men. Ever let your guard down to catch a man? Back in the days, guys were more aggressive towards romance. You didn't have to do anything to get a guy to ask you out. But these days, a lot of guys are too quiet, herbivorous, and shy. Unless you do something, they'll stay quiet forever. You can never start a romance. Grab their attention by letting your guard down. So how do you do that? Here's one way to get a hold of a guy's attention. Ask them out. Getting the guys to ask you out leads to a better relationship. Why? Because you get to take the initiative. The only problem is that it may not work for guys who are either the stoic kind, herbivorous kind, or the shy kind. These guys won't make the first move. For guys like that, it might be best to simply ask them out yourself. Don't be shy, be aggressive and take action. It's not like you're going to confess your feelings. So if you fail,
What?
just go for it.
Thank you, Mitsuko. I just wanted to make a side note. So there's that, if you see on the left, the right, there's the close-up of there's like a belly band around the book. So there's a bunch of text on there, but it says, it's Fire Emblem's all-time favorite. Ozaki-san, what do you think about our process?
このプロセスについてどう思いますか？
本当に、私自身、驚いてます。まずは。
First of all, I was actually very surprised to see the process myself.
ここまで丁寧にローカライズなりなかなかやっていただけるものではないので、本当に全てのビズさんスタッフには感謝してます。